Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Stoneblock 3 with me, Throwlash. I am currently babysitting a couple things. Number one is compressed cobblestone that I'm turning into magma blocks. And number two is what appears to be a bugged out loot bee. It's a bugged. Don't worry about it. It's just flying around. It's not dropping nothing. So I don't think there's anything in here. Yeah, you bugging. You bugging. We're going to leave you be. But yeah, we are making magma blocks because I want to make void upgrades. And the reason I want to make void upgrades is because I am going to automate everything. I want to automate all of our production stuff. I want to automate everything that I can. And one of the nice things about void upgrades is that if we automate stuff and they go into a storage container that is full of that thing, I believe they just like get deleted, so it doesn't bog down any of the things that we're trying to do. But I'm gonna stand here for the next 80 hours by the looks of it and wait for all these things to turn into magma blocks. Actually, while we're waiting, let me bring you over here where I've made myself a little windmill setup. And if you can tell here, I also made myself some goggles. So I'm using some archwood logs because I think they look pretty. And what this is doing is it's creating an absolutely mega amount of stress units. We're looking at 1,024, whereas over here, each one of these is giving off 160 for what, 380, I believe, if quick maths are correct. So we've got on this side all of our blowers running off of the windmill because, as you can tell, it goes really slow. I believe, does it tell me how slow it's going? It does not, but it's going really slow. Whereas on this side, we're just using the water wheels, which are linking into a crusher thingy, mechanical press, and the grinder, which we're not really using. The grillstone. Oh my gosh, which we're not really using at the moment, but we will at some point. The only thing that I'm missing in this setup is brass. I believe it's brass. Yeah, I think it's brass. And the thing about brass is you need to either go to the nether, which I look this way because if I hit M, we've already gone in this direction. I don't know how far out the nether is. Far out, bro. But we definitely need to just continue our journey this way to go to the nether, which we want to go over there anyways to look at some of this stuff. And I wanted to check this just to see if dripstone came up at all. It doesn't look like it. I want dripstone because I want to automate lava production so I can get a bunch of obsidian and a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, I need brass in order to make what's called a speed controller. And what the speed controller is going to do is it's going to take this really slow output, but a high stress unit, and turn it into a really high fast speed output, right? So it'll go from this to these things going at like their maximum rotation just using this windmill. Now, for those of you asking, how is the windmill spinning inside of an enclosed cave area? Don't worry about it. Physics says yes, I guess. We have cave wind. Don't ask questions. It's fine. A couple other things that I've done since I've been away is I got some XP jelly babies. I'm not 100% sure what they do. I think I just eat them and I get experience. I made some super glue for this. I had to glue the whole thing together. I made a wrench, and wrenches are neat because you can actually use them to, I think, like this thing, if I right click on this, it twists the whole thing around, right? Hang on, let me get, there we go, and then I should be able to, nope, hang on, there we go, right click on it, turn it back on, and I can also have it go in different directions. The problem with going in this direction is now it's blowing the air into the blower, and I don't want that. We want to blow the air out. So wrenches are pretty neat. I think I can just like scoop up things too with them. Oh, maybe not, I thought I could. I also made the engineer's hammer, and the reason I made this is because there was an easy way to get brass, and I believe it was patched out recently because I could somehow, I can't remember There was a way for me to get, like, brass dust with this or something? Yeah, I can't remember. There was a way for me to get brass something with it, and that's why I needed string, so I could make... Anyways, I believe it's been either patched out or I'm crazy. But the only way to get brass right now is if you get molten brass, or you mix copper ingots, zinc ingots, and you have a blaze burner underneath a mixer. But here's the kicker, right? To get molten brass, you can alloy molten zinc and copper with Tinker's Construct. I have no idea how to do this. I have literally no idea how to do this. So I think I need to do a little bit of research on this, because if I can do this and get brass without having to go to the nether, I'm going to be a happy, happy boy. Now, all these fancy things that I've been learning about, the void upgrades and the brass, the ways to make brass, and what were the other things? Oh, I found out that you can actually put, like, sugarcane and anything in these botany pots. I don't actually need to grow this stuff here. I can even do kelp in botany pots and just start to get those things. I could do food in there. I learned all of those from a friend of mine who goes by the name Orth. And Orth set up a server with a couple other friends of mine, Beans and I think Colliver's the other one. Anyways, they have a server for Stoneblock 3. And you know what? Let's take you over there for a second. I want to show you what's going on over there. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stoneblock 3 server that my friends Orth, Beans, and oh golly, I think it's Colliver have put together. I can't remember his username. Anyways, I helped out with a couple of things. I made all of these, and I also did, I thought there was something else. Maybe there wasn't. Oh, I was messing with some bits the last time I was on, and you can see that they've made a whole bunch of stuff for me and explained the diamond wand, which is awesome, and the diamond chisel. I think chisels are super cool. I'm gonna have to mess with those. But anyways, yes, welcome to the Stoneblock 3 server that they are working on right now. They have so many things set up, and most of it I have absolutely zero idea what it does. The only thing that I'm familiar with is that right over there. And if you can actually hear some, whoops, there's some slime blocks, or excuse me, some slimes, and that would be this monstrosity. It's insane. Just absolutely insane. More or less, these are just like those things that we got in, I think it was a loop bee that just drags everybody over into this, and that's a mob grinder. And it just goes in here into item pipes and pipes it off into this. It's just insanity. Absolute insanity. Anyways, over here was supposed to be a wither chamber. They were gonna just farm withers in here because I guess this tinted glass is witherproof. But last night they set up something, I think Orth set up something over here that just like creates nether stars, I guess. This turns things into EMC's stuff, which makes nether stars somehow. So if I go over here and I go, yeah, it's got 14 and a half, almost 14,500 nether stars. Just like the stuff that they're doing here is absolute insanity to me. I don't understand most of it. But things that we need the crushers, because I still want to go through with a lot of the create stuff. We need these crushers. We need to make these eventually. I want to make one of those steam boiler thingies. This is more or less something that we're going to be doing today. And if I pop back in here, let me pop over here. Oh goodness, I'm picking up everything. Oh, I set this up last night. I don't know if they're gonna find it. But anyways, we need a rotational speed controller that'll allow us, you can see right now it's set up to what, 256? I think that's the max it can go, which is the reason why all of this stuff is going so ridiculously fast. I can't even see what kind of stress level this is putting out, because I don't have any goggles right now. But anyways, yeah, this is essentially what we're going to be setting up today, is these auto hammers and something of the sort that works kind of sort of like this. It'll wash gravel and dust and all that sort of stuff, and then throw it into, what are these, brass funnels, which we need brass for. And then I think these get piped away. They do. They get piped away. Yep. two different locations. But I don't know if we're going to use pipes. We might use chutes. I'm not really entirely sure what we're going to do yet. I don't want to copy this design exactly, even though it does work very well. But one of my favorite things to do here is to go over here and then just do this. Because if I get it right, I can just launch myself back and forth. There we go. That's just super fun. Something else that we'll be getting into as well is this. These are item chickens, and essentially they just create items. So blaze rod chicken is just pooping out blaze rods. And what's this one? Netherwort chicken and ender chickens, right? Ender pearl chickens. This is insane. Diamond chickens, all that sort of stuff. Emerald chickens. And he's got this little dark matter pedestal with a clock on it that makes them go like 30 bajillion times as fast. I don't even understand. Oh, and there's one other thing back here. Get out of the way, chicken, please. Thank you. These, I don't know what these are, but I want them. Drigmies? I want them all over my base. Look at how cute these things are. So a lot of this stuff we already have. These are just drawers, compacting drawers. And then there's, you know, the other odds and end things that I don't understand, like black crafter and crafting grids, charging stations, alchemy tables. Like, none of this, a lot of this just doesn't make sense to me. So what I'll eventually do every now and then is just get a hold of Orth and be like, hey, what's going on in your thing? What can I learn today? This I would like to set up, obviously not this insane, but I would like to set up a mob grinder here sometime soon because we need XP. We need XP, a liquid XP, excuse me, so we can get, I think he said there's like evil dirt under there or something like that, evil grass or something, evil dead, that allows it so only bad mobs will spawn constantly. And then over here we have like good grass, delightful dirt, that's what it is. That'll make good mobs spawn constantly. They did ask me to come in and decorate it. As you can tell, they're very sciencey people. They're not necessarily the most decorative folks, and that's okay. It's not for everybody. So for those of you who have ever seen or heard of Warhammer 40k, I'm going to go like Imperial Gothic in here. And I'll give you guys progress updates when I actually get some stuff done. But I think there's a lot of the things that Orth is going to tear down. Like, I don't think he needs these anymore, or this, or a lot of these create stuff. He said create is a very early game for him, and then he goes into all of this crazy black magic mumbo jumbo EMC power crap. But yeah, that's I don't know, I'm gonna stay away from that thing because I'm gonna break it. But yeah, this is the Stoneblock 3 server that I'm on with a couple of friends, and I'm not even scratching the surface. The only thing I know how to do is like make a conveyor belt. Yay, that's it. I'm not a smart man. But anyways, let's jump back into our world. Ladies and gentlemen, our first wandering trader. What do you? Don't go in the water, please. Please do not go in the water. What do you got? Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, some heads of people. That's cool. Yeah, Transform text into Pigpen cipher. Okay. I don't think I have any drip leaf. So we might grab some of that. Here, let me get some emeralds. My absolute dudes. I did it. I did it. I made a smeltery. Oh my gosh. And look at this. Look at this. Look at this we got in here. You know what this is? Brass. I don't have to go to no nether. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to go anywhere over there. I just made it right here. I got some copper. I got some zinc. I put it in here. I made some brass. And the way I'm doing it right now is I've got these casting tables with, I think they're like gold ingot things. But watch what happens when I do this. Bam! It just autofills. It keeps going. I got a half a stack of brass ingots right now. Do I need that much? I don't know. I don't know, but I have them. And that's all I care about right now. The only thing that I need is this. I need to automate some lava. My dude Sato in the YouTube comments on every single one of these videos has been helping out so much. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's so helpful. Thank you. But Sato had told me something about, I believe they were unfired cauldrons or something like that. I don't think those are in this mod pack. The only cauldron I have is that cauldron. There's these other little bits, but if I do unfired Nothing comes up. I do, however, have the option to get a crucible, a magma crucible, and I believe what this will do is create liquids out of stuff. So I think if I put stone in it, it'll create liquids. But I need power in order to run this, and yeah, there's something else with magma that I can do. Well, I always do this, my goodness. Yeah, there's these things here. There's the magmatic dynamo and these magmators. And I don't know what the magmators are, but I feel like they can generate things. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta be honest. Yeah, Niotic, and there's I don't know what I'm doing here, but yeah, I feel like this would be the thing that I want here is the magmatic dynamo, which means I need Invar, and I don't think I have any Invar. I need nickel and a fire charge, and I definitely... Ooh, do I have any Invar? Yeah, it doesn't look like I have any out here either, so I guess I'll just... What I really need to do is get a magma crucible, right? And, ooh, I need Invar gears for those too, so I need Invar. To get Invar, I need to go to the nether because I can craft it with nickel, but I need a fire charge. And to get a fire charge, I need blaze powder, right? So I will have to... I guess I could do an alchemy table, but I'm nowhere near any of that sort of stuff. Yeah, so I don't think we're at a point where we can make renewable lava at the moment. But it looks like this is done now. Oh, we got 2 whole stacks. 2 whole stacks of brass ingots. This is fantastic. And what we can do with this is finally make some crushers. This is the best noise in Minecraft right here, for sure. Ah. Absolute best. I don't know. This is a pretty good one too. This is a pretty good one. Brass age. Look at us go. So we got 21 of these here. These are brass casings, which we obviously need in order to make those mechanized assembly mechanizer thingamajiggers. I need those, and I think like the rose quartzy thingy hoogers. Oh my gosh, these mechanical crafting, the mechanical crafter. I need electron tubes. So I've got brass casings. Oh, that gives us 3. Oh, I didn't need that many. That's okay. So I gotta get an iron sheet and polished rose quartz, which we get from sandpaper. All right, cool. All right, holding shift says I can either polish it when it's in my offhand or when it's on the floor. So while I'm polishing this, I guess we'll just talk about what's going on right in front of me here. These are hammer crusher thingamajiggers, and what we're gonna use these for is I made a bunch of cobblestone. Oh, did I? I didn't. Okay. I made a bunch of cobblestone generators, and these are going to just crush cobblestone into gravel, into dirt, sand, and the last one, dust. And what we'll do here is we're going to siphon those into washers, and then those things are going to get siphoned over into one of them's going to crusher, like the gravel's going to go either to a crusher or a washer, or we'll just make another one and send that one to a crusher, and then we'll send that stuff off to the burner smelty thingies. It's going to be absolutely insane, all the different things that we're going to get all over the place. I guess I didn't need to make this much sandpaper, but that's all right. Yeah, let me come back with one of those mechanical crafty things. Okay, I have literally no idea if I've set this thing up correctly. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, it's just going super slow because the windmill is super duper slow. So, this is going to take just a minute, I guess. So these are going to go into here. Perfect. Okay, that's going to wait for that, and then these will come in. Oh, awesome. Sweet. Oh, I did also get this. Desperate measures drastically slow down a mechanical crafter to procrastinate on proper infrastructure. So, yay, go me. 12 and a half years later, and oh, it makes 2 of them. Oh, sweet. I just got a bunch of andesite alloy and stuff to... Sweet! To make another one. Great. So, you, rubbish, don't need you anymore. We can just use these crushing wheels. That's awesome. So, we are so close to automating all of our basic stuff. So what this is going to automate, I don't think I actually went over any of this, is this should automate diamonds, gold, copper, emeralds, redstone, iron, zinc, I think coal, maybe glowstone, lapis, and I thought there was something else. Maybe there's not anything else. Maybe that is it. But yeah, that's gonna automate a lot of the things that we are running very low on, especially gold, and use often, very very often. So yeah, let me set up a bunch of things. I'm gonna tear a bunch of stuff out, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Well, hi there. It's been a while. As you can hear from the sound of my voice, I am a little bit under the weather. I've been having issues with a chest cold for like 2 weeks. It's been a lot of fun. Anyways, a lot has changed around here. As you can see, we've got some hemp seeds going. Is that right? Yeah, hemp seeds. These give us string. This is the string that I needed. I was gonna go all the way out to the spider spawner and set up like a mob killing thing, and turns out I just need these. For those of you with keen eyes, you may have seen some creature heads in the distance. We've got ourselves, I just increased the size of the grass area, and we keep getting spawns, so I'm going to have to move these guys to a different location so more stuff spawns here. But yeah, this is super great. The fact that we just have automated wool now and better food, fantastic. And as I walk in here, you can obviously see that a lot has changed. Now, those of you with keen eyes may be able to see what's going on here. We've got all of our different resources. Here's what they are and where they're going to be going. We've got blowers here for lava and smelting and washing and haunting and crushing, and over here comes more smelting, and it's a mess and it looks terrible. And we've got these brass tunnels. It's crazy. And then I have a steam engine in the back over here. And this thing is providing power to this. It's crazy. There's so much craziness happening here. And one of the biggest issues with it is, it doesn't work. That's right. It does. It does work. Oh, I got more storage back there. I forgot to say. It does work. Everything works exactly as it's intended. These things create stuff. The chutes bring them down, and they go where they're supposed to go, right? So over here we have something that's just letting gravel out, and then these two are going to... every piece of gravel that comes in, they're going to round robin which one goes where, right? So gravel can either get washed, right? Come over here and get washed. We have these filters on the tunnels, and if they need to get washed, they go over here, and then if they need to get smelted, they'll come out here. If not, they can just go down there into the storage thing. The problem is these things go so fast that this gets unbelievably bogged down because it stops here at the washing bit and the smelting bit, and it just completely stops pretty much all production. I had this dust piece running for, I don't know, 2 minutes, and it was backed all the way up. That dust crusher had a stack of dust in it. It was backed up so bad. So I need to rethink this and redo the entire thing. This took a long time. This took a very, very long time. Oh, and I found out what a... what is it? A toolbox, right? This is a little mechanical toolbox? Yeah, little crate toolbox. I found out what those are. Those are pretty awesome. But I need to rethink this entire thing. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some inspiration from my friend Orth as well as the Hermits, and I'm just going to make everything into one little segment, right? So over here, we're going to have the gravel being crushed, and then the gravel then also being washed, and all of that stuff being smelted. Everything gravel will be handled here, right, in this wall. Sand, we'll have sand probably either over here in this wall, over here in this wall, or in the floor even. Dust, I think I'm going to put in the floor, because all I have to do is crush it all the way through, turn it into dust, and then I should be able to just wash it and send it on its merry way. Yeah, sand with haunting and then washing and then smelting. It's too much for one giant machine. And like I said, this looks terrible in here. It looks awful. It looks absolutely awful. And I think it's going to look way better if we have some stuff going on behind us. Maybe stuff, I could even put stuff in the ceiling, you know, up around the top of the walls, etc. Things dropping out. I don't know. I want it to look better, and I need it to function better too, because I can't just have everything backed up on a conveyor belt waiting to get processed. So I'm going to tear all of this out, and we're going to try again. Don't worry, I'll get the video onto you guys. It's going to be fine. Don't worry, I'll be back in a second. And ta-da! This is a This is a major improvement to what it used to look like in here. What I'm going to do is seal off the front of this and actually seal off a lot of the back of this. Use some andesite and brass casing to make this a little bit more pretty. But yeah, this is our gravel area. So what's happening here is we're going to have a cobble generator that goes into here. We've got brass tunnels that are round robining. Here, let me jump up here real quick. Brass tunnels that are round robining either to this line or this line. If they go in here, Shoot is going to grind them up and pass them in front of these, which I'm going to put lava in front of, but if I do it right now, it's going to hurt a lot. And it's going to smelt these. Now I have a little filter here that says if it can be smelted, don't let it in. Once they're smelted, they come over here, they go over here, they go over here, they go over there, they come all the way down there, and then they go into the storage controller in the back here. I think I have this sealed up. Goes into this storage controller back here, and I'll just show you this side of the line. It's a mess. I'm so sorry. I know it's a mess, but you know what? It's my mess, and I'm okay with that. And conversely, the other option is it goes here and falls down into this chute. And when it falls down to this chute, it's going to get washed. And I have another filter here that says if it can be washed, don't let it through. Now, I'm pretty sure once you wash gravel, you can't smelt anything that comes out of it. It's like diamonds and lapis and stuff that can't be smelted. But once that's done, it goes into this chute here, and it should just land right on this conveyor belt and go on its merry way. So that is the gravel part of our automate everything done. And here's the back end look. We've got a water wheel that's doing the conveyor belts and some of the blowers, right? And then over there we have a this is such a janky setup. We have a windmill that's powering the mechanical pump for the fluid pipes, which is getting water to the boiler, and the boiler is powering the rotational speed controller, which is powering some of the other fans as well as some of the other conveyor belts and these big bad boys here. Now, the way I have it set up is, unfortunately, if I tick this up one more time, the whole thing stresses out. Now, if I go back down, it should restart itself. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, that is our gravel done. Gravel's done. Wow, gravel's good to go. I just got to make it look pretty, and I want to encase it in glass. Now, I found this ornate iron window, which is part of Create, and I'd like to keep as much in here Create as I can, of course, besides Tinker's. So we're going to use these, to decorate the front of this, and we'll decorate some stuff in the back as well. Things that you can see, we'll decorate. Things that you can't see, we'll obviously just cover up, and we'll make them look ugly. But I'm floored that I got this to work in this space. It's not the most, I think, efficient setup, but it's a setup, and I did it, and I feel good about it. Well, I've got the compacting drawers installed for everything that gravel spits out. And I think, honestly, this is all the drawers that we need for everything we're going to be doing. I'm pretty sure all I have to do is plop this in here, and then we're good to go. I think. Okay, that's working, and we're spitting things out, and we're grinding things up, and that... Oh! I can't get too close. That should get... It is. Okay, that's going. So then we should see... what was that? This should go up to 2? So we can't have the magnet on while, while we're near this. So yeah, I didn't realize that these were just going to be floating here. There's a good chance those are going to despawn, but it looks like it's going through it relatively quickly, and nothing is really sitting there too long. I have these here. I'll probably just toss them, because at this point we should be getting unlimited everything all of the time, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, what is this? Lead? Oh, maybe gravel doesn't give us lead. It absolutely... Oh, I know what the problem is. It does give us lead, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't link everything up together. So we're going to have to link all of that, and now it's gone up. Perfect. And that should be everything all linked up now and ready to go. We have unlimited iron, zinc, aluminum, coal, diamonds. I think diamonds as well. Lapis, we're sitting real pretty now with all of the stuff that gravel gets us. This should all now, yeah, we are getting a bit backed up here, but I think it takes the whole stack once it lets another piece down. Yes, it does. All right, it just took a group of zinc there, so we're good there. That's not a huge issue, but that makes me a little nervous. But at the same time, like I said, we've got unlimited everything, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter that things get backed up and that things despawn, which I know might hurt a couple people to hear, but it's the truth. That's the honest truth. We're golden, Pony Boy. So just I want to take a gander here. Everything should be coming out here and here. Yep, looks like we just had some lapis drop, and lapis and diamonds should come out. I'm kind of hoping for a diamond to come out at some point. There we go. There's a diamond. Oh my gosh, that took forever. That took a very long time. Anyways, everything should be making its way downtown up into our funnel, and it looks like we're golden, Pony Boy. We're great. Gravel done. Check it off the list. Next, I think we might go easy mode and pick dust. Dust is super easy. All you got to do is wash it and throw it away. There are some things that can be smelted like this, as well as I think this one smelts down into silicone. But I don't know what it's used for, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But yeah, I think the only other thing that we need are these here void upgrades, which is obsidian and drawers. I can make a couple of these real quick on the things that we're making right now with gravel. And the reason we need those is if we reach a maximum, right? We've hit our max with any of these. The thing in the back of this storage controller will no longer take in items, and the entire system will back up. So absolutely every single thing that can be made out of gravel, since that's what we're automating right now, we need to be able to void in case we need to void it and we get too much going on. I have 43 obsidian. That's not a lot. I need a way to make obsidian, but I will make as many of these as I can. I'm going to count up all of our gravel things and just void them once we get too many. And I'll work on making diamond upgrades for every single one of these, so we have just an absolute metric ton of resources sitting in here. But for right now, I need to make sure overflow protection is a thing. And we're done. Void upgrades have been put on every single one of these things. We're ready. We're ready for dust. We're ready for sand. We're ready for all the stuff. And I have made this look absolutely beautiful. These things are getting piled up, but I don't care. It's done. Everything's done. To make the obsidian, I got a bunch of drippers. And I think just doing it in Tinker's construct and alloying water and lava together would have been quicker. But at the same time, it's already done. I'm not miffed about it. I'm not worried. The last thing I want to check out is... hang on. These things here, I haven't opened any of these. So random reward, we got a fluid pipe, cool, and then mighty smelting, which I think we already got. Did we get? Oh, we got everything. We're done. We're done with this here. We got bacon, very cool, and a pipe wrench. Look at this. I believe getting started. No, it's not completed because we still have this. Now this here I need to get liquid diamond for, and I can't get the smeltery hot enough for it yet. I think I need to get something else to get that hotter. Anyways, we got a couple other things. Upgrades. An improved pipe upgrade. Cool. Ooh, these. I was going to make a bunch of mob grindy stuff, but I didn't. A repeater. A tape measure. Interesting. All right, what do we get here? A blacker lotus. Okay. A fluid cell frame, which I think I've already gotten one of those before. Oh! Oh! Well, they just gave us one. Okay. Just give us one, I guess. We did the thing. We've completed it through cheating. How fantastic is that? And a piston for our troubles. We're done. Show's over, folks. Go home. Oh, And after I almost just coughed to death there, that is going to be it for this episode today. Show's not over, don't worry. I got a lot more stuff that I want to do. But now we've got all these wonderful things. There's still more create things that I want to test out. Obviously, we need to go to the Nether, but we'll get there eventually. Don't worry about it. But thank you so much if you watched this whole episode. I really appreciate you very, very much. You're one of my favorite people. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that mumbo jumbo. And we will see you in the next episode of Stoneblock. Thanks again. Bye.